Hello, my name is Montse and this is SOYOGA. And this video is actually a recording from a live class. What do I mean by that? I mean that I'm not creating the content specifically for YouTube, but it was a class with students. So you'll see that sometimes, instead of looking directly at the camera like I'm doing now, I'm actually looking down in a weird angle. And it's because the setup I have one camera that's picking up my whole body because I'm demonstrating all the time. And so you can see what I'm doing, but also most of the time I'm looking down to my laptop where I can actually see the students and what they're doing, and I can interact with them. So sometimes you might see me saying some names. Don't worry about that. The video, you can follow it easily. So just because as I said, I'm demonstrating, and I'm sure you will enjoy the class as a class per se. It's suitable for beginners, but if you're not a beginner, I love to hear what you think about it. It's a very mindful vinyasa that I think very nice to do, especially on a day that you feel like want to really just move your body and feel your body, feel the movement. What else I wanted to say? Yes, if you're interested I love to hear from you. Please leave in the comments what you thought about, not just about the class, but about a live class. How do you think it worked? And if you'd like to try one, let me know. In the description of the video, I have my website, and there's my schedule there of all my live classes. I'd love to see you live and be able to interact as well. And this is a wonderful way to do yoga, where the teacher can actually get to know you a bit better. And please, 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 please subscribe. There is a big red button there. It will make me super happy if you can subscribe, and that keep me going, and I can carry on creating content for you. Let me know in the comments what other type of content you would like to see from me, and I'll be happy to try. Okay, enjoy the video. So we're gonna try today to move really slowly, and well, not all the time. We're going to try to move with intention and to really try to wake up this interoceptive sense that I keep on talking about. How can we know where we are in space, and especially what is our body feeling? Okay, so that's key. And so, yeah, come to your seat and just close your eyes for a moment. And take a big inhale and open your mouth, let go. And I'll mute you, actually. I have you not muted yet. And so we're going to do Om as well. So again, because vibrations can be quite therapeutic as well, and it's good to open your throat and just the sound vibration in your body. So that's why I'm muting you as well. So you don't worry about however you sound. You can sound in whichever way you want. Nobody's going to hear you. So we're going to breathe in and then breathe out through the nose, and then breathe in through the nose and chant Om. Okay? So let's try that. So inhale and exhale. And then inhale to prepare. And just stay there for a moment, just noticing the sound vibrations in your body. And again, sometimes in some classes, they ask you to do an intention at the beginning of the class, but today the intention I invite you to be is to pay more attention with our body, what is our body feeling and doing throughout the practice. And hopefully that translates off the mat as well sometimes. So we're gonna open your eyes and come into your hands and knees. And again, place your hands so you're putting your emphasis or your weight on the thumb and the index finger, and also on the fingertips and the knuckles. So kind of the
try to lift the weight of your wrists. So we don't put weight on the wrist. We try to press with these other places I said. And also now press with your feet. And scoop the belly in and try to feel a long spine, as in like the tailbone wants to go in one direction and the back of the neck is long and the top of the head wants to go in the other direction. Stay here for a moment, just feeling this elongation, breathing here. And again, just being really intentional and aware of where you are. And the other thing I want to start perhaps noticing is we try to find happy movements. Today is going to be about happy and healthy. What is healthy? Might be different from each of us. What is healthy for me might be different from you. So, and now make tiny, tiny movements here, back and forth with the spine. Any alterations that you need, just tiny, just start questioning yourself, questioning your spine, what type of a stretch we want here, perhaps side to side. Good. And now very gently, you're gonna bring your hips back a bit as if you were going for child, and then forward, just a back and forth movement, as if your hips are leading you back, and then as if the top of your head is leading you forward. And you can go as far back as child if you want. You can stay here, and then as far forward as you like as well. Just find this back and forth movement. And again, just noticing with the intention of being aware of what we're doing, but also with the intention of pleasure. Finding the pleasure in the movement, yeah, finding that place where it's like, oh, actually, I was really needing this today. Can we do that instead of just moving because I say so? Finding the pleasure of moving. Okay, going back and forth, quite forward if you can, just see what happens, just going beyond the wrist. Don't be scared of being beyond the wrist a bit. Yeah, just a bit. Then come back to neutral again, scoop the belly. If the wrists or the hands have to soar here, you can always put your fists, so there's always ways to find the pleasure, never hurting yourselves. And then we're going to do cat and cow. But this time I'm going to invite you to use your eyes. Okay. So I do that sometimes and it's quite surprising. So I want you to, so the eyes are going to follow this invisible straight line. Your belly drops, you look up, curving the spine, looking high as much as you can. And then following that line again with your eyes, you reverse. Reverse, reverse, reverse until you look towards your belly. And then again, inhaling, dropping the belly, but using your eyes, following this invisible line. And make sure or try that there is no jumping in your sides. So sometimes it's like you blink or you realize that you're skipping parts of that line. So how can you do the movement as smooth as possible? In one line. So you're still doing cat and cow, moving back up and down. Yes. But then doing it smooth and with pleasure. And finding space between the vertebrae. So when you go up, finding that space between your shoulders. When you go into cat, see the pleasure of like finding a space between the vertebrae, perhaps in between your shoulders, stretching more. Last time. Whenever you're done with that, come back to neutral. And now walk the hands slightly forward, just a bit forward. And again, pressing against the thumb and the index finger. The fingers and the knuckles, tuck the toes, and you're going to lift up into downward dog. And again, just you can bring the feet as close or as far away as you want. What's a nice place for you here today, where you feel a really nice stretch? Finding again the pleasure of the stretch. What would it work for you? Do you want to keep both knees really bent? Try that and see. Oh, that's nice. Or maybe you want to stretch one, and then bend, and then stretch the other, and then bend. So finding, yes, lovely. And yes, at any time you can come down. You can move from one side and to the other. And now look forward, and you're going to take little tiny steps to the top of the mat. Little tiny steps till you get to the top of the mat, or the middle, or whatever it is that you reach. Bend the knees, and then stay here for a moment. So open your feet as wide as the hips, or even more. Bend the knees generously, and your belly is sort of on your thighs, as if they were on a shelf. And your head is heavy. And you can bring the hands to the opposite shoulder, and you can even sway from side to side. Finding again those crevices, that space, opening, finding openness behind the thighs, the hamstrings, but mainly in the back. Lovely. Breathe here, find stillness. Take 2 breaths here in stillness, allowing the head to be heavy, the shoulders to be heavy, the elbows to be heavy. Using your breath, you can open the mouth and let go a sigh. Now release the hands, bend the knees even more, and start rolling up. Scoop the belly, squeezing the belly as if the belly button wanted to touch the spine as you roll up vertebra by vertebra. And we get to the vertical. So bring your hands by your side, and then simply open the hands forward, rotating your thumbs out as if you were radiating light forward. And again, this is a powerful pose. It's like makes us feel a bit more empowered, right? Like opening. So here we are. Stay here for a moment. You can even open, finding space underneath your armpits, feeling the air under your armpits, as if you were shooting some laser beams from the palm of your hands forward. Breathe here. You can even close your eyes and feel the strength. Your 2 feet are really rooting into the ground. Your shoulders are down, away from your ears. And now from here, as you inhale, bring the hands up, bring the arms up, the hands facing each other, touching each other. And then down again, and the palms facing down. Very simple. But it's important that we use the breath. So that's the medicine part of it. It's like when we coordinate. So again, inhaling, bring the hands up, hands touch. This time, interlace the fingers, flip the hands up. And now bend the body towards the right, and you look towards the left, towards your left armpit. And then inhale up. And now, still with the hands facing up, interlock the fingers, palms up, bend towards the left and look under the right. Inhale up and hands down. Once again, looking forward. Okay, one more time. Inhale, arms up. Palms meet, then interlace the fingers, perhaps now the most unusual way, and flip the hands up, bend to the right, look to the left. Inhale up, bend to the left, look to the right. Inhale up, bring the hands down, and this time start coming down yourself as well for a forward fold, all the way to the floor. Touch the floor with your fingertips or your hands, in whichever way you need to get there. You can bend the knees. And as you inhale, come into half lift. You can bring the hands to your shin. And then exhale down again. We're going to do this again a couple of times. You're going to have the hands in front of your feet and just slide them up, shins, half lift, looking forward, and exhale down. Scoop the belly. Again, feeling when you exhale that your belly wants to touch the spine. Inhale up. Shoulder, that's it. Exhale down. See if every time we come a bit closer to the floor. One last time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Squeeze the belly. Planting the hands on the floor for a moment. Stay here for a moment. See how low. Finding spaces again. Finding the happiness in the movement, the pleasure of the stretch. Now take a big step with the right foot and plant the knee on the floor. So the left foot is bent in front of you. And slowly, slowly start coming up, lifting up, lifting your torso, hands down, as if you were carrying two big bags full of food from Tesco, and open again, like we did when we were standing. Thumbs opening to the side and hands radiating forward. Scoop the belly, squeeze, so you really feel your pelvis is neutral. Descend the tailbone, open the palms. They're still pulling down. Nice. Feeling again the powerful of the pose. Chin a bit lower, Caroline. That's it. So you really focus. Find your drishti. The drishti is that side. It means side, but in physical movement, we'll call it the place where you put your attention to. So find something in the wall. Now bring the hands up like we did earlier. And this time, the right hand grabs the left wrist and side bend to the right, pulling the left. That's it, pulling the wrist a bit. Okay, inhale up. And now the left hand grabs the right wrist and bends towards the left. Again, come straight. Bring the hands down. Bring the left hand on top of the left knee. And just do a little gentle twist towards the left. That's it. That's it, what you're doing. Exactly what you're doing. Lovely. See if you can look behind your shoulder. That's it. Come back forward. Plant both hands on the floor. And you're going to start sliding that left foot back until kind of like you are on the all fours again. And now that left foot is off the floor. Nice. And if we can, you can stay here or lift the right arm as well for a bit of balance. And breathe. And again, notice, remember that first approach to table when we were like trying to keep the spine straight. So see if we can find that engagement. The spine is straight. And what is your drishti? Don't dart your eyes one side or another. Find one fixed point just in front of you in the floor. And then hand down, foot down. Put your weight on the right hand and on the right knee and lift the left arm up for a side plank, variation of side plank. So right knee is down, right arm is down, left leg is straight. That's it. Very good. Come back, bring the left hand down. And again, get ready for downward dog. Stretch if you want to stretch. And if downward dog is not accessible, you can always come into child. And then again, small steps to the front of the mat. Enjoying those small steps until you get there. Open your feet, widen your feet even, and then roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Hands facing forward. And again, just feeling this, feeling your feet planting against the ground, rooting. Inhaling. You can even open your mouth, let go a long sigh. Next, inhale, bring the arms up and they meet, interlock the fingers, flip the hands, and again, twist, bend to one side, look under your armpits. Inhale up, exhale, bend to the other side, look under the opposite armpit. Inhale up, come forward, forward fold, all the way, hands to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, and this time is the left leg that goes back, knee on the floor. And one is again, come up, come up, come up. So again, just find your alignment, find the place where your hips are protected, scoop the belly up, tailbone down, and hands open forward. And as if some naughty child is pulling your fingertips. Find the alignment here, breathe. Chest open. Again, when we open ourselves like this, can be very vulnerable. And we don't do that much of that in real life. So this is a safe space where we start learning to open, to be more giving, more vulnerable. Then bring the hands up, up, up. And now the left hand grabs the right wrist and pulls a bit towards the side. Nice side bend. Inhale up. Right hand grabs the left wrist and bend to the side. Inhale up. Very nice. Hands down to the floor. Now the right hand is on the right knee. And again, twist. So you start twisting your torso, looking over your right shoulder. Okay, there you are. Nice. Come back. Hands on the floor. Now slide that right leg back. As if you were going to go into tabletop, but we're not. You carry on extending that right leg. Extend, extend, extend. And if it's possible, the opposite arm. Hold it here, breathe. Finding the pleasure in the stretch. And then the hand down, the foot down, and we're going to do what we did earlier. So you lean on the left hand or wrist or what's this called? Fist. And up, opening for this side plank. Breathe here. Hip up. And then hand down, both hands down, and coming into downward dog. Breathe. Once again, just enjoying the stretch. Pushing the floor away with your thumb and your index finger. Next inhale, you're gonna lift your heels and come forward towards plank. And then exhale back into downward dog. So your hands and feet don't move. So align yourself in a way that you only have to lift your heels, come forward so your shoulders are above your wrist and you're in plank. And then as you exhale, you push the floor away and you're in downward dog. 2 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. You can always have the knees on the floor. That's absolutely fine. Downward dog. Last time. Inhale, plank. And we're going to go all the way down to the floor. If you want, you can bring the knees down, bend your elbows, and find your way down to the floor. Nice. We're going to go for a cobra. So you're going to do cobra a couple of times. So just keep the hands where they are, which is underneath. Now you move them, so not there. Keep the hands where they were, so it's under your shoulders. Inhale, lift the torso, keeping the belly button still on the floor, and exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Lovely. Exhale down. Very nice. Again, focusing on your intention. Your intention is your chest coming forward, the top of your feet glued to the floor, your pelvis glued to the floor. Opening the back, exhale down. Which muscles are involved? Perhaps your biceps as well. Just notice. Now, Again, bring the hands alongside your body, okay, on the floor. And what's we did earlier, so you open your hands, and now they're going to be facing the floor. The thumbs are facing outwards. And as you inhale, lift, 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 lift. So as if an invisible force was pulling your hands up and your torso lifts. I exhale down. So again, the same idea, go down, go down. So the top of your feet is glued to the floor, and so is your pelvis. And now the hands are going to pull you up, and so is your torso going to be pulled up. Okay, I see. Hands off the floor, Caroline. Ah, that's you. As if you went down again, down again, down again, in and out. Don't stay there forever. We're gonna do it together, guys. Okay. Inhale, lift as if you're gonna fly. Ba, la la la, and then down and look to the right. So put your right cheek, left cheek on the floor. Then lift. And again, feel the power of your back, and exhale down and look to the left. So the right cheek is on the floor. Awesome. And now bring your hands once again in this cobra position. Tag your toes and come into, you can go into plank, or you can go directly into downward dog, or you can go into child. Choose. And then come to the top of the mat with 2 big steps or tiny steps once again. But in whichever way you decide to get there, we meet at the top. From here, roll up. Again, finding the pleasure, the happiness of being able to be moving. We are moving. And now just lift the left knee up. Left knee comes up, left knee comes up. And you're going to take a little step back, heel down, and we're going to get ready for warrior one. So the heel of the back leg of the left is down, the front leg is bent. And warrior one, the hands would be up in the sky. But today we're going to do humble warrior. So you're going to open your arms, and bring the hands to meet behind you. Interlace the fingers, pull back or pull down. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. So my hands are together, and then if you can, bring the hands to touch. If not, you can keep them open, that's fine. And they're pulling you, so your chest comes up. And then as you exhale, you bow forward, bowing like a humble warrior. And then up again. Up again. We're going to do this in a little bit of movement, like a wave. Let's see if we find the pleasure in it. So inhale, look up. And as you exhale, come forward. Your shoulder is inside the leg, okay? Inhale, up. You can straighten the leg when you go up to make it easier for you if you want. And then exhale forward. This third time we stay here. So the shoulder is inside and the top of the head wants to come as close to the floor as you can. Nice. Keep on stretching the arms away from your body. They're not resting, that's it. Not resting on your, that's it. Breathe. Now those hands that are away from your body, someone's pulling them. They pull you up. They pull you up. Up, up, up we go. Turn towards the left. So now you are in a wide stance. Toes slightly in. And keep the hands interlocked or interlock them again. Once again, do the same movement, looking up, feeling the stretch, and then coming forward, 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 forward. And again, the hands, as I said, they can meet, or perhaps they keep open. And the head comes as close as we can to the floor. You can always put a block or something underneath your head if you want. And try to really maintain an engagement in the legs. So the legs are not just dumping you there. Your weight is towards the front, towards your toes, but you are engaging the knees and the thighs and the inner thighs. So don't rely just on the flexibility. Keep on stretching, finding the pleasure. if there is any. And then again, the hands pull you up. But hands pulling you, torso up. Turn again to warrior one. The hands come up, might be a bit relief after all that stretching. Inhale here. And as you exhale, come all the way down. Bring the hands to the floor and bring the left hand to meet the right. And stay here for a moment if that's pleasurable. Again, just hanging there, ragdoll. It is called ragdoll position. So your knees are really bent. Your hands can be in the opposite shoulder. Breathe. And then roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. And we're gonna do the other side. So I'm gonna move here and okay, so we're gonna do the right. I got confused. So lean on your left foot and start lifting the right knee up, right knee up. Hold it for a second, feel the vertical. Again, your arms can be looking forward. What does it feel? It feels different. And then take a step back, warrior one. So the heel is on the floor, align yourself, find the alignment. Bend the front leg, make sure the back heel is on the floor, putting emphasis on the back heel and lifting the hands up. Just for a moment, just find that drizzy, that place where you can just look with a laser, makes you feel strong. Then bring the hands behind you and interlock the fingers the most unusual way, so the different way. So the other thumb is on top now. And so once again, someone's pulling your hands down, opening your chest, and exhale forward. And then up again. I'm gonna do it 3 times again. And exhale forward. Inhale up. You're gonna straighten a bit the leg. Exhale forward. And on the 3rd time, we stay. Remember, shoulder is inside the leg and the head wants to touch the floor. That's the general direction it goes. And someone's pulling your arms up. They're not resting on your back. Active arms. Active arms away from your body. Breathe. And then again, someone's pulling your arms, that lifts your body up, lifting, lifting, lifting. And once again, turn your feet in. And this time you'll be happy. You can release the hands. You can now bring the heels in and the toes out. We're gonna go for goddess. So bring the heels in, toes out, bend the knees and up. Now bring the hands up, and as you bend the knees, now bend the elbows. So the elbows are in line with your shoulders. And then up. We're gonna do it a couple of times. Exhale down. Finding the strength. Nice. Inhale up. And exhale down. This time we stay. We stay. We stay in this really powerful pose. And again, don't let the legs to just dump you there. Lift the toes. Lift the toes a bit, then put them down again. Opening the arms. Now bring the hands on your legs. Hands on your legs. And twist. So bring in the right shoulder towards the middle. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale up. Now bring the left shoulder in towards the middle and look over the right. Feeling the pleasure of the stretch. Inhale up 1 more time on each side. And the other side. Nice. Come back into goddess. Wow. And stretch, 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 stretch. Nice. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Just come down into a squat for a moment. See how that goes. Okay, awesome. You both. And just opening the arms, opening the legs even with with the elbows if we can. You can have the hands in prayer, which helps, or you can have the fists together or just the fingertips. Again, see what works best for you. Breathe. And now come up once again to the top of the mat. We're going to do a quick sun salutation. And we're going to start again from this posture of like being really intentional with our posture, making the intention to really root your feet against the ground, open your arms, hands facing forward. Feel, noticing how when you open your arms, so does your shoulders. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, deep forward fold, hands on the floor. You can bend the knees as much as you need to, and then take 2 steps, get into plank. From here, we go all the way down. You can bring the knees down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. With intention, being very aware every movement we make. Okay, now as you inhale, the right leg goes up. And then take a long step, bring that right leg between your hands. Left is still off the floor. Put the heel down, and we're going to rise up for warrior 2. In whichever way, warrior 2. Nice. So find the alignment. Nope. Caroline, so you want to bring the right knee on top of the right ankle, and then open your hands to the sides. That's it. You want Aiko, that's perfect. And your hips are facing what you're doing. And so we've done humble warrior on one side. So now we're going to do exalted warrior on the other. So as you inhale, you flip the hands. So the right hand is looking down now. So now it's going to look up and come up to the sky while the left hand comes to your leg. So it's another little back bend. That's it. And exhale, come back again. So we're going to do it 2 more times so you feel it in movement. Inhale, exalted warrior. And come back to warrior 2. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. And then we're going to bring like a windmill, Okay, so you're going to bring the left hand to the floor, lift the back heel, the right hand up in the air. Got it. Nice. And we're going to do it again. So bring the right hand forward, lift up, warrior 2. So we're going to do it all in one breath. Let's see how it gets. Nice, nice. Don't worry too much. You have to close your legs, close them. Warrior 2, exhale, inhaling, exalted warrior. Exhale, coming to warrior 2. From warrior 2, like a windmill, we bring the left hand down, shoops, and the right hand up into a twist. Yes, nice. It feels good, huh? Now, one more time. Inhale up, lifting up. The lifting up is a bit more challenging, isn't it? Exalted warrior. And warrior 2, and like a windmill, we bring the left hand down, right hand up, heel of the floor. Awesome. Now both hands down, come again into downward dog. Bring your knees down, sit for a moment in child before we do the other side. And again, what do we need? Do you need to come into child, or perhaps you prefer to stay in downward dog, or perhaps you prefer to do some movement? Lovely. Let's go into downward dog, and let's do the other side. Left leg goes up. Now place it between your hands and the right heel on the floor. And again, that windmill coming up into warrior 2. Find your positioning first. So finding your legs, your alignment with the feet, open your arms, and as you inhale, reverse or exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Carry on bending that front leg. Inhale, exalted warrior. Only the torso changes, not the legs. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior two. And now let's explore this windmill again. So the left hand starts coming down, the right hand goes up into the sky, comes to the floor, lifting the back heel and the left hand in the air. Nice. Let's reverse from here. Ooh, up into warrior two. Exalted warrior. Exhale, downward warrior two, and windmill down into this twist. Be careful, make sure that it's a happy movement. If it's not happy, take it in stages. Once again, from here, warrior two. Feel like you're a ninja, it helps. You can do little noises. Exalted warrior, and then coming down. Lovely. And then hands down, coming to downward dog for a moment. This is your last downward dog. See, do you need to stretch the arms or the legs? What is it? And then just bring the knees down. Bring the knees down and tuck the toes and sit on your heels in hero. Because we've been doing warrior poses and we've been doing ninja poses. So we're heroes now. And just sit here for a moment, enjoying seated position. You can close your eyes. And again, the shoulders are down. Scoop the belly. Again, your belly button wanting to go towards your spine, growing tall. Just because we're sitting doesn't mean we're slumping. Back of the neck is long. Elongating the torso, start turning towards the left. The right hand just outside the left leg, and bring the left hand behind you. Perhaps the fingertips can touch the floor. And just a twist. Don't lean to the side. You carry on being much better. Feel the difference? Yeah. Keep on looking back. See if you can extend this stretch to your neck by looking as far behind you as you can, but without moving your torso. Your torso is, make sure that you're still sitting equally on both sit bones. Come back to the center. And again, I'm going to show you. So just because I'm turning, I'm not looking like this. I'm not that curious. Doesn't matter. Perhaps I turn very little, but I still keep my weight on both sit bones. Okay. So again, so just start turning, however far we go. Hand is here to help you. And take it slowly. The other hand is just behind you. If the hand behind you doesn't reach the floor because we have different length of arms and we're quite high, doesn't matter, bring something or just the fingertips or put it on your back. Put the hands on your back, that might help as well. I like doing that sometimes, keeping the hand on my back. And then carry on turning. And see if your neck can be part of the game as well by turning the neck. Shoulder down. Much better. You're turning the same way, Caroline. You've done both? Oh my goodness. The other way, woman, the other way. Lovely. That's it. Nice. Lovely smile as well. Oh, love. Come back, come back, come back. Just go into child for a moment before we go to the next one. But a nice, lovely, stretchy child. That's it, lovely. So your hips keep on sitting back, and your arms coming forward. And coming to table. And remember how we were with the table. What was the intention? The spine is straight. Make sure that the knees are under your hips. And now we're going to go thread the needle. So open the right arm up. Again, another twist. Very twisty today. And then bring the hand in between in that little thing we've created here. Come all the way down, all the way down. So your side of the head is on the floor. That's it. Rest there. If let me see. No, you both are right. Otherwise, you can put something, a cushion on the side of the head if it doesn't reach the floor. Yes, that's it. Something tiny. The next is a shoulder stretch. Do you feel it on your shoulder, Caroline? Just give me a thumbs. Yeah, good. Okay. This is the shoulder. Yeah. Breathe here. And you can keep the left hand where it is, or stretch it in alongside in front of you, or even bring it behind your back. Up to you. One more breath. Now bring the left hand in front of your face again. Push the floor away. Bring the right hand up into the sky again. Another twist down to the floor. And let's do the other side. Left hand comes up. And then start threading the needle. And the side of the face, the side of the head is on the floor. And you can start with the right hand here. You can stretch it, or you can bring it behind you. See where it feels better. And just breathe. One more breath. You can even let go. Now bring the hand again in front of your face. Push the floor away. Come up, come up, come up. And hand down. We're going to sit down. So again, we've done a lot of shoulder stuff because we spend so much time doing this. So I hope you feel it in your shoulders. Bring the soles of the feet together if we can. And we're gonna do a massage. Yay. So I think we did it the other, didn't I do it with you already, Eva? No? I'm not sure. Ah, yes, okay. So you see, this is the week of massage. So take your feet, and you can take one at a time if you want, or both at the same time, and just give yourself a nice, lovely massage. And if being in butterfly is uncomfortable, we can do that. You can do it in another posture. You can put one foot in front of the other. That's another nice posture as well. Actually, we're gonna do that. Ladies, I've changed my mind. So put one foot, so the right foot, the knee, the heel is quite close to your groin, nice and straight. And then the heel of the left is in front of your toes. Can you see me? Yes. So this is a different, so this is more for the hips than the groin. So, and now, but you okay, Eva? See. And now you can access the front foot and give it a nice, lovely massage. Breathe. You can use your knuckles as well. Let's see if you. And again, finding the pleasure in the movement, finding the pleasure in touching our feet, which I don't know you, but I don't do that very often. How can be yoga medicine in the sense that is finding the happiness, finding the healthy body. And if we ignore our bodies, when it starts not being healthy. So see, we can get everywhere. Okay. And now change the fit. So now you bring the left heel close to your groin and the right just in front of it. Again, a single line. And now you can access the right foot. Okay. Paying attention to the, for instance, the arch of the foot. I don't know you, but that's the area where I always feel it the most. One foot might be more different than the other. Between your toes. Again, you can use your knuckles. Do whatever feels right for you. Just enjoy giving your feet some attention. And then come back, this time to butterfly. Bringing your feet together, opening them like a leaves, like a book. So you want to try to open a bit and then come forward. And you don't have to force anything, just again, feeling if it feels right. You can have the heels as far away from you as you need to. The elbows can be on your legs, just giving you that extra support. Carry on working on opening those feet. Nice. And then just open the left, can't even speak, left leg opens, the right remains close to your groin. Turn towards the extended leg and come forward. But allow the head to be heavy and just turn, just allowing the head to be heavy. Yep, you're doing well. You're doing fine. Breathe. Feeling your breathing. Perhaps you feel it in your lower back, or perhaps on your ribs, on the side of the body. See if gravity is helping you to come a bit lower. Maybe yes, maybe no. Then come up, come up, come up, come up. And let's change the legs. Boom. So now we extend the right and turn the torso to the extended leg and come forward. Find a place where it feels good, but it's not much pulling. It's just the right amount of pulling. The amount where it feels still good and healthy and happy and pleasurable. Otherwise, you've gone too far. Come a bit back off a bit. Or perhaps you need to go further. We all have different bone structures, different muscle structures. It's fine, respect what we have today. Come back up. Come back up. And you're gonna do a lying twist. Keep on moving. So lie on your mat. And again, just very pleasant. Just bring your knees close to your chest, really close to your chest, and open your arms, palms facing down, touching the floor, facing down, and then allow both knees to fall towards the right. You can even move the hips a bit to the left if you want to. And just stay here for a moment. And if you want to engage the neck into it, you can also look towards the left hand. And let gravity to do all the work for you now. Let gravity to just keep you there. Bring the knees closer up, Caroline. Higher up. That's it. That's it. You feel it a bit different? Yeah. You don't need to look if you don't want to. breathe there. Noticing how with time, getting closer to the floor. Maybe not this song, sorry. Then slowly, slowly, you're gonna go back, bring the knees up, back close to your chest again. Just bring the hands around your knees and really squash them against your belly, against your chest. Close, 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 squeezing your belly. And then with this closeness, you start another thing you can do is to bring the hips a bit to the right. And then this closeness, bring the knees all the way to the left. Try to keep the knees together and then extend the arms. You can keep, if you want, you can have the left hand on top of the knees, just that single weight, not pushing, but just the weight of the hand on top of the legs might help you as well. It might feel quite pleasant, actually. Couple more breaths here. Just nothing to do, just letting gravity to do the work for you. And whenever you're ready, you bring the neck back, the head back, bring the knees back up again. Once again, squeeze. And if you like, come into happy baby. So if you don't know which one, Eva is already there. Say, oh, you know what's happy baby. So everyone, so your knees are bent, that's it. And your feet towards the ceiling. Like a happy baby. Yeah, that's it. And try to keep the tailbone close to the floor. And just again, just find that place between the floor and your lower back, squeezing there. So tailbone towards the floor, opening the knees. You can bring the hands, the elbows inside the knees. Breathe. And if you want, you can do like little tiny rocking motions to one side and the other. Just tiny, just making sure that you're not gonna fall completely. Again, only if it's pleasant. And then slowly, slowly come into Shavasana, taking your time, making sure that you're straight, that your legs are lying straight in one direction, and then your spine just above your hips and your neck above the spine. If you want to, yeah, if you want to put on some clothes or some socks, just let go. Allow again, like we did at the beginning, open the palms up to the sky. That's it. So like we did earlier. So the palms are facing forward. You're opening up and allowing Just the weight of your body, shoulders opened, eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. And let it all go. Let it all go. Start again being aware of your breath, being aware of the air coming in and the air going out, and intentionally filling in the air towards your belly, feeling the belly rising and falling. And then start putting your attention on your toes. And just again, instead of mindlessly, like we do sometimes, just moving toes and fingers, just put your attention there. What does it feel? Does it feel right to move your toes, to move your fingers? Start waking up intentionally and with attention. And doing some little circles with your wrists, with your ankles. What else? Perhaps your head would like to look to one side and to the other. Putting your attention in these places. And take a long stretch. Take a long, long stretch. Like what we did when we were standing. Bring the hands above your head, interlock the fingers, flip the palms. Now with the palms flipped up and your toes, stretch the legs as well. That's it. The heels, yeah. Feeling the pleasure of a really nice stretch after lying down. And then bend the knees, plant the feet on the floor, and allow yourself to just roll to one side. Using your arms as a pillow, stay there for a moment. And before we get up, just take a moment to be aware and conscious how you're feeling down there. If it's a pleasant position, if it's something we like, we find pleasure in. And then start rolling up, head coming last. Yes, again, just finding the pleasure moving. Once you get up in your own time, no hurry, you're gonna close your eyes, sit up straight, and again with dignity, finding a straight posture, something that's comfortable. And once again, we're gonna close the practice chanting Om again, like we did at the beginning. So we're gonna inhale and exhale, and then inhale and chant Om. So inhaling and exhaling, and then prepare. Inhale deeply. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you.